Good morning. Coming to you from Largo Central Park. Just doing a little walk and talk today. Not a whole lot going on. Kind of quiet, a little overcast. The weather's not too bad as far as temperature goes. One thing that I'm trying to start, if you watch my other videos, you know I do like to paint. I haven't painted for a while, but my wife and I started painting rocks. And one of the things you can do with rocks is leave them out for people to find and locate. They don't have to be anything special. They can be cute, they can be funny, they can be inspirational. Whatever strikes your fancy, really. So today I've got 4 rocks with me, and I've just come over to a little picnic area, and I'm putting down my first rock. And let me just show it to you. It just says, "Do good." So we'll lay it down here on this little prep table next to this grill and see if anybody finds it. Let me turn this camera around so you can see a little bit of where we're at. Give you a little history of my town. This is Largo Central Park right here. I don't know how many acres it is. That's the Performing Arts Center straight over there. It's a good sized park. A lot of activities take place here. Probably turning you too fast. Squirrels love it. But like I say, a lot of activities take place here. 4th of July weekend, wow, big to-dos. Fireworks galore. Vendors set up all over the place. Everybody having a great time. And then a beautiful fireworks display goes off. Christmas time, I'll tell you what, the city does a wonderful job. They decorate all the trees. I don't know how many thousands of bulbs they put out, but there's quite a few. I haven't been over here in quite a while. You know, one of those things, life gets in the way things. But there's different areas you can stop and do some workouts. There's a sign right here. It says, "Jump, clap, skip, and move. Get your heart beating." They have a little pond here with some bronze sculptures. Anyway, back before this was a park, all this was nothing but an orange grove. Just orange groves. Of course, just about all of Florida was an orange grove at one time or another. Just look at Walt Disney World. That place was nothing but orange groves and swampland. Now look at it today. Totally unrecognizable as to what it was before. Right here we have our military court of honor. And let's see if I can get a picture of these flags. This is all the different branches of the service. And there's the sign that says Military Court of Honor. This is in honor of everybody that served in the armed forces from around the area here. So, very nice, very peaceful place. Doesn't get the attention that I think it deserves, though. Down on the ground, there's like a 6x6 tile for each person who served that was from the greater Largo area. Let me spin you around again. Maybe you can get a picture. I don't know. probably making everybody dizzy, so for that I do apologize. We're coming up on the northwest corner of the park. I graduated from Largo High School in 1976, and right out here on the corner is where the packing plant stood. And good morning. Back in the late 70s, the packing plant had long been shut down. It's no longer in use, but the railroad tracks used to run right alongside of it. Just north of here is Largo High School, where I did graduate, home of the Fighting Packers. Packing plant here was pork products. Okay, we're going to dig in our pocket and pull out our second rock that we're going to drop. This is just a funny little one here. Little one-eyed guy. I'm going to stick him down here on this park bench. Maybe it'll brighten somebody's day. You never know. But anyway, right here is where the packing plant used to stand. Like I say, it had long been abandoned and stood empty for the longest time. They finally tore it down, but this is where the high school took their name, the Largo Packers. Like I say, it was a pork packing plant. Stood pretty much right where we're at. Take a look at this tree. My goodness. Look at this thing. Is that magnificent or what? It's laying on the ground and it's still just growing. Grows like crazy. There is a railroad club that meets here in the park, and they have built an extensive railroad system throughout the park. They maintain it. They give I think it's the first Saturday of each month, they have train rides. It's obviously not full scale. It's a I don't know what scale it is, but they give rides, and I'm sure there's a cost to it. Let me show you back over that way, if I can get this in the camera. That's a big old tunnel from where this worker is all the way over to where this worker is, and these are just some of the tracks that they've got going through here. I don't know how many miles of tracks they've got, but there's quite a few, I would say. So anyway, back in the 70s, 72 to 76, when I was in high school, population of Largo was 50,000. I looked it up today before I came out here, and today the population of the city of Largo is over 82,000 people. Not a fast growth, but quite a bit of growth. I'm surprised how big it has gotten. Of course, we've been gone for quite a few years, and to see the things that are popping up and the places that are no longer here, and I know it's called progress, but man, sometimes you got to ask, is it really worth it? Do we need this much change? I'm of the mindset, no, we don't, but who am I? I'm just one person. I guess change is good, because there's a lot of it. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't even know what the question is, to be honest with you. It is a beautiful park. There's picnic tables everywhere. There's playgrounds, and we'll get to the playground, and it's broken up into all different kinds of sections, from teenagers down to toddlers. There's all kinds of things going on out here today. There's a church group meeting. There's people out walking their dogs. There's people out just walking. When I first got here, there were people throwing a frisbee out here in the big field. Let me turn you around and show that field to you again. A little bit better view. So, again, some of these trees are just amazing. There's a little kid kicking a soccer ball. But it's a great place to spend some time. So if you're ever in Largo, stop by Central Park. There's all kinds of picnic pavilions. We've got a historical building over here, if we can get over to it. Largo Feed Store. Wow, Largo Feed Store used to sit over at the corner of Missouri and West Bay Drive. That was a city landmark. It's kind of like the meeting place. It was pretty interesting. Nice place to stop in and get whatever supplies you needed, and it's like today's Ace Hardware. This building here is the restrooms and maintenance facilities. I'm guessing, I know it's restrooms. Look, we even have a little free library sponsored by the Friends of Largo Library. And we have a big, huge, beautiful library right across the street. Everything you could possibly think of can be found in the library. This is the playground here at the park. Done away with the shell. They've done away with the pine bark nuggets and the mulch. They've got padded outdoor carpet in here now. All kinds of activities, swings, climbing rocks. It's just amazing the amount of stuff that they have here at the park for kids to play on. Good way to expend a lot of energy, that's for sure. Which a lot of times they need to do that. So anyway, I guess this is a walk and talk. You should be talking while you're walking, but just kind of taking in the sights that I haven't seen in quite a few years. It's quite interesting. There's all kinds of, like I say, there's all kinds of stuff to do here. Playgrounds, exercise equipment. Here at the Central Park Performing Arts Center, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown's coming to town, so that should be interesting. You find these sculptures all over the park. Quite a few of them, actually. They're everywhere. A lot of kids playing. That's what most of the sculptures are. Wow. I mentioned exercise, but I had no idea all this outdoor exercise equipment was even here. Yeah. You can take a walk and do quite a bit of exercising. Looks like they need to do little repairs on some of these things, but It's here if you want it. Coming around the other side of the Performing Arts Center. Whew. This patio out here, this is the back side of the Performing Arts Center. Those doors open up and people, I guess during intermission, breaks and activities, whatever, they can come out here and get some fresh air and visit with their friends. Sometimes they'll have a band playing out here on this brick patio. So we're almost to the end of our walk, so I want to lay down my third rock. It's just a picture of a cactus. That way I painted against an orange background, yellow sun. So we'll lay that one down here on the back side of the Performing Arts Center on this wall. See if somebody finds it. There's a guy over here playing his guitar. A guy over here getting ready to have a little picnic. Like I say, welcome to Largo Central Park. It is quite a place if you get out and just walk around and take a look at things. I know this is my first walk and talk video, and I apologize for how out of frame I've been and how jumpy it's been. I don't have a gimbal. I just have a hand stabilizer. So you folks are kind of the guinea pig of today's video to see how well this works. I'll be right back. Just had a real nice conversation with a couple of ladies. We talked about the park. We talked about the history of Largo a little bit. Talked about how the park has changed, or how the city of Largo has changed quite a bit over the years. We talked about our bad knees. You know, whenever two or more old people get together, you have to talk about what ails you. That just goes with the territory. So it is what it is. We had a nice, like I say, a nice conversation. Fed a few squirrels. They're up here from St. Pete. They've been in the area for years. I gave them a little history on us as far as our travel goes. And of course, we just parted ways. So I'm sitting here on this park bench. I'm going to go over and get in the car. I've got one more rock to leave behind, but I think I want to go over and take a look at the old Largo feed store. So bear with me until I get moved, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. This is the historic Largo feed store. This used to sit, like I say, over on the northwest corner of Missouri Avenue and West Bay Drive. Used to be kind of like the town hall meeting spot. I don't even know if it's open or not. Lights aren't on. And it's dead bolted. Yeah. It's kind of a meeting spot now. My youngest son got married over here in the park. The reception was at the Performing Arts Center. I know we came over here and did something, but I don't remember what. I know there were pictures taken, but it's been a few years ago, at least 6, maybe more. But they've done a real nice job preserving it. I don't know what kind of brickwork this is called, or what they, you know, if this was the original masonry work that was done, or Did they redo it? Let me grab this hand around, go down the steps a little bit here. There's a little brick walkway. Ooh. Going over here, over to this, I don't know, is this a pergola? Is that what they call this? Could be. But, oh, I should have left my rock while I was up there, but okay, we'll go back up and do it now. So, bear with me. Okay, so this guy's, ooh, almost got dropped. What a catch. Wish you could have seen that. This guy's just a little chicken. I'm gonna lay him down here on the handrail on the porch of the Largo feed store. It's kind of appropriate to leave a chicken rock at the feed store. At least I find the humor in it. I don't know if anybody else will, but anyway, we're here on the front porch of the historic Largo feed store. Chicken rock has been dropped off. Since we're here, we should at least walk over here and read the historical placard. Largo feed store, the mayor at the time was Tom Feaster. Knew him personally. List of the commissioners: Steves and Stanton was the city manager. Kathy Santa was the recreations director. I think she's just recently retired, if I'm not mistaken. In 1998, this was moved over here. Sponsored in part by the State of Florida Department of State, Division of Historical Resources. Sandra B. Mortham, Secretary of State. So, anyway, this was our first little walk and talk. I hope to do more. I hope to do them in different places. We have several parks in the town, so maybe we'll do them in some of the different parks. But I do need to apologize for the lighting. It's kind of an overcast day, so we get dark, we get light, and everything just seems to change. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this walk and talk. We'll talk to you later.